Hello. Good day, everyone. Surprise. It's not on mute. Nope. Great. Ugh. Nice. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going back to VirtualBox. I'm not sure what's going on. Why it's taking, and sorry that I have to attack you with all those bright lights. Something's weird. I think I tried to power them on twice, and now they're not enjoying it. Maybe I should start again. How can I? Let's keep it dark for now. Let's just hang out with me for a little bit more. And then when the machine turns on, which is now, you'll get the screen back, and there you go, the screen's back. Amazing. All right, Control F. Okay, you can't Control F just yet. What's up, folks? Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's doing well on this Wednesday, middle of the week. Today we're gonna do a little bit of a short stream, as you can say. We started a little bit late. Hee. I had to wash my hair. Stay beautiful for you folks. You know, I don't think you should deserve a stream where the streamer does not have beautiful hair as mine. So I only did this for you, really. Only for you folks. So today we're gonna pick up on where we left off yesterday, which is doing some hack the box. And what do we do again? So here we found that FTP was open. This is FTP. Then you could have an anonymous login, and then we downloaded a file, and then brute forced a password because we had the password's hash. We were able to get the password. So that worked. That was cool. What script comes with? So we used John the Ripper, and then we found the password for the website, and then we need to do an automated SQL injection. So folks, not an easy box. It says very easy. Vaccine, very easy. And it's not active. We need to refresh the page. As you can tell from yesterday, we have a lot of tabs open. Oh, isn't it beautiful when it comes full screen? We had a lot of tabs. Oh, I'll make myself smaller in a sec. We had a lot of tabs, which can remove. John the Ripper, what is Google? Door King. Kind of get it, but not really. All right, so let's spawn the machine. Our VPN is on. It's on table 4 here. Okay, so yeah. It still thinks it's Tuesday. I'll have to fix this time thingy. Sunday. Let's just move it a bit, otherwise it's gonna bring my internet down. Computer fully charged, amazing. Now how do I go into this? How do I go into this? We go time and date. Time and date is tomorrow. What's today? Unlock. Admin password. Keep it manual today, and it's clearly earlier than that. 6:18. One, two. Yes. More second. Need to. Oh, I want to unlock. I want to lock. Okay. Coolies, folks. We have a new IP, I'm assuming. And now we're gonna hack some box. You excited? I am a bit. Let's do that. I'm actually quite a lot. I very much like hacking. Very much learned to love it. At the beginning it was kind of frustrating when you couldn't do much, but now it's getting more and more fun. I think it will just keep on getting more fun. I think the more you progress, the better it becomes, up to a certain point, when you become an absolute god. So yeah, let's do this, folks. What option can be passed to SQL map to try to get command execution via the SQL injection? Okay. So SQL map. We need to learn SQL map now. So let's go back into the machine. We had the password for the it's right here, the password for the user on the website. So now we have to, can we just go to this website? Yeah, okay. Okay. So we have the user for the website, password user on the website. Cool, we didn't even go on that yesterday. Okay, it looks like this. And we can't use the password we had yesterday, no? Or we can. Admin. Maybe. I wish we could play some badass music. I think we can. I don't know what happened. I don't think we can, folks. Be amazing. Or oh man. Or as a Spotify is. Actually, we're able to get in. Mega car catalog. Wow, 2000 cc of engine. I have no idea. All I know is from Mario Kart, where you had 50 cc, 100 cc, and 150. This is my reference for cars, folks. All right, mega car catalog. Okay. So I wonder why we need to brute force this. Or excuse me. To get common execution. The thing is, kind of struggle to see how this is all connected. Close the program. I kind of struggle to see how this is connected, right? So we have the password to the SQL map to get command execution via the SQL injection. Let's try to ask ChatGPT what this means, right? Unless you folks have an idea. If you do, let me know, because I don't know if ChatGPT is going to answer. I'm working on Hack the Box. We already have access to the website through credentials. We found how why is it asking us to do, oops, I just wanted to do Control V. An SQL map. What is the idea? All right, it's thinking, folks. So I wonder why it does this thinking. It never really, and it doesn't show a skip or anything. And I'm pretty sure it's not using the thinking mode. Maybe because we're free, it's like, it's deprioritizing our prompt. And thinking sounds better than waiting for server or something. It's like, oh nice, I'm getting a better result. Sounds like you're in the right area. Short answer first, then the why. Why hack the box asks you to run SQL map. HTB boxes that prompt you to use SQL map usually want you to demonstrate automated exploitation of a blink or error-based SQL injection, emulate the database, dump data, and where possible, escalate from SQL injection to operating system commands execution. SQL map automates the payload generation, the DB fingerprinting, and a range of post-execution tricks. Writing files, invoking DB shells helpers, enabling XP CDM CMD shell on MySQL, or what is this? My server SQL? Oh, Microsoft SQL, etc. Probably Microsoft. So the box author expects you to try these automated post exploitations options. Okay. Options to try command execution with SQL map. Two pragmatic SQL map options attempt command executions are OS command attempts to execute a single OS command via injection. Useful for a one-off check like ID, who am I, net user. Okay. OS shell attempts to get an interactive OS shell. Yeah, you can't really see all that much. Whoopsies. Why is it so bright? Because let's open the CLI. Perfect, the right size, and here we can put ourselves here. Hide this. Perfect. All right, this is a bit better. Sorry, I have this song stuck in my head. I don't know why. I didn't listen to it this morning. I didn't listen to music. Okay. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Cool. So two programmatic SQL map options to attempt. That's probably what they wanted. OS CMD here. OS CMD. No, it ends with an L. OS shell. To OS SHELL. All right. We are gods. We are the hacking. We're the future of hacking, folks. I mean, honestly, if AI is making your work better, then good. It's just that we have to understand it. So why is it this? Two pragmatic options to attempt a command execution are OS command. Attempts to execute a single OS command injection. Attempts to get an interactive OS shell if the ejection and DB allow it. Oh, that's sexy. All right. SQL map. Well, let's try to see the commands a bit. Oops. Yeah, no. Let's try to see the commands a bit that we need to have. Whoopsies. There should have been two. 2 dashes. Did it open help indeed? Oh, brute force, okay. All right. Well, it's a lot of options. H help. Okay, so usage Python 3 SQL map. Okay, it's another Python 3 script. Or actually, I think we already noticed this yesterday. You can see well, no? Make it a little bit bigger for you folks. Protect your little beautiful eyes. All right, target at least one of these options has to be provided. At least one of these options has to be provided to define the target. Okay, the USD URL, direct string for database connection, parse target, connection string for direct database connection, config files. Okay. I wonder if a URL can be Alright, let's just we'll do SQL map. And then we'll do the thing that was suggested by ChatGPT to get an, well, maybe we can do OS command first. OS CMD. CMD. And then the command is it's funny how we put it into brackets like this. No? So we do command ls LA. Let's just do that. And then we do 1U. And then the U is going to be the machine IP address. Machine IP address. Cool. Yeah, I think we're good, folks. What do you think? Connection timeout. Testing connection to URL. Okay. Surprising that it's taking this long. I know we just started, but this should be a bit quicker usually. I gotta get banned from Twitch for singing. Let's see if we can put some music in the meantime. Do 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 do. Bet we can't just play anything. Do we fuck it and try it? Do 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 do. All right, critical. Connection timeouts that does the URL is SQL is going to try to request. I think we had this yesterday. If the problem persists, check if you provide that the URL is reachable. So it's its own. Yeah, sure. I mean, if it wants to do its own, then yes, go for it. Testing the URL content is stable. Let's see. That's pretty strange that it's taking this long. Brain food, no. Hey, quick question. I want to ask a quick question. Don't these mofos, like this mofo looks super French? Like something about his style. This mofo, not as much, but something about his face, the mustache and stuff, makes him look super French. Not sure if you see it too. Just wanted to ask you. But I think the answer is yeah. I want to be able to dress better. All right, we'll go to our low file playlist. White cheeks, round table. Round table sounds pretty good. Let's see. Hopefully it's not too loud. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. A microphone, speaker. Yeah, speakers are good. I wonder why it doesn't play. Is it because the music? Yeah, the music's playing. Do you folks hear it? You folks hear it? Why don't I hear it? Only music for you, huh? Do 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 do. Oh my god, I'm so tired of this. Sound mixer options. This is not connecting. Do you want to proceed? Continue set or just quit. We can find a way. There's probably something wrong with our prompt. Speaker. I apparently can put this microphone as the speaker. I don't think that's what we Jeez, Microsoft. Why can't we just make this easy and you just play music? Damn it, Microsoft. Let's try to see if NVIDIA Broadcast can do something about it. If you don't know, NVIDIA Broadcast right now is the reason it's the reason why you don't hear my fan right now. Alright, microphone. Okay. So this works. Now why don't I hear the music still? Okay, has it become too loud for you? Yeah, a little bit. Oh, nice. There we go. That's pretty cool. All right. Studio voice enhances quality to simulate high-end recording studio. Requires high-end GPU. Not recommended to use with games or GPU-intensive apps. Do you want to try it for a sec, folks? Just to see how it is. All right, this is my voice without it. Oh. Hello? Oh yes, it's back. Yeah, okay, we can't afford this. Noise removal removes background noise. Noise removal is important because otherwise you'll hear my fan too much. But okay. All right, small interlude, folks. We're back. Folks, we are back. Let's do this. So we got this. I think there's something wrong with the fact that we're sending it in URL. I want to specify an IP address to SQL. What is it? SQL map into? Or yeah, SQL map into. How do I specify this IP address? Is it you indeed? HTTP. Also needs to know it's HTTP maybe, not HTTPS. Nice. So it is indeed you. Okay, so we need a little bit more than that, right? Yeah, if we want to provide a URL, all we had to do is just put it into URL. Okay, now we're just this. We can just put this. Control C. All right, this. So instead of you, we put just this. We put the full IP. Put the full HTTP. Let's see. Testing connection to the URL. Okay, it's taking a while again. I don't like that. Okay, server wants to set its own stuff. Sure. You have not declared cookies while user wants to set its own. PHP session ID. Man, hero stick detected that the target is protected by some kind of WAF IPS. Yeah, we still going. It's a pretty complete tool if it detects that there's a WAF and stuff. Testing if the target URL content is stable. So, yeah, we provided a URL this time. And it says batch. What does batch do? Does it say it later? Let's say our problem. The connection is not exactly right. The server, how do we describe this problem? The SQL map. Maybe it's a little bit loud. It is a little bit loud for me too. The SQL map tool is asking us if we want to use the server's cookies and if we still want to SQL inject even if there is a WAF or IPS. What's your take on? I said yes to both and it still doesn't work as the connection times out. While trying to test the connection. What's your take on my situation? Alright, let's see. Nice, you got the right instincts. Connection timeouts while SQS mapping is probably usually one of the few classes of problems. Networking, host reader, virtual host, WAF IPS, blocking, or SQL options that need tuning. Below is a short checklist command that you can run to isolate and likely fix. So we want to ping the goddamn server. Ping. Can we do that? No. The classic situation where we then change the IP address to match the new one. 129.95.174. Looks good. It looks good. Takes forever, but Shouldn't it be a lot faster? Ping 1.1.1.1. Whoa. Come on, man. It's taking so long. 41, 42 packets. Okay, most get lost. What the fuck? Oh man, is there something wrong with the computer we're on? Let's try Google. Be 1.1.1. What the fuck? So 0% package lost. Let's try again our server. What the fuck? Alright, see. How many packets did we lose? 95% again. It's annoying but not necessarily fatal. It just means that ICMP is being dropped or the path is flaky. Here what it likely means, how to confirm it, and what to try next so you stop guessing and get back to SQL map. I like how it puts it. Exactly 95% of ICMP lost usually indicates ICMP is being rate limited or blocked by the target firewall. Ooh. Server delivery dropped most of the ping, but still observe TCP. Network routing, VPN issues, wrong route, internet van on site, or congested link. Host is overloaded with DOS protection. Dropping pings under load. Okay. MTU or fragmented problems can cause high loss for large ICMP packets. Something's on your client, virus antivirus, or local network is interfering. Yeah, okay, so servers have learned to become patient and not just respond to every ping out there. Because it's okay. Because they don't all matter, I guess. Intermediate checks. Run these paste option if you want to help interpreting. NCVZ, okay. NCVZ, and then the 10.129.95.174. Inverse host failed. Unknown host, no ports connected to. Huh? Really? Oh, and then we needed to indicate a port. So port 80. HTTP. Unknown host. Okay, we know that HTTP is open. That's good. Bypasses ICMP is okay. Folks, I wonder what SQL thing are we bugging here? Or are we injecting? Fuck it, I think we should relook at the write outs. Let's see what we're missing here. Just a little bit. Ooh, holy moly. Do they want us to make us go blind or what? Yeah, because I have a thing that allows us to have dark, but on PDFs it doesn't work. Website it works, but not PDFs. Okay, we'll just have to do this. Penetration testing is not simple. It requires a lot of technical knowledge and the capacity to think outside the box. Sometimes you will find simple yet dangerous vulnerabilities. Other times you will find vulnerabilities where public exploit exists, which you can use to get easy access to the system. The reality is, most of the time you will need to have different vulnerabilities and misconfigurations where you have to chain them together in order to access the system of the target machine, or we'll have a system that doesn't have vulnerabilities, but it has a weak password which might grant you access to the system. Vaccine is the machine that teaches us how emulation works. How enumeration works is always the key, even if the system may be secure. Apart from that, it also teaches us how important is password cracking. It's surprisingly known that not everyone has strong passwords. It's surprising to know that not everyone has strong passwords. Okay. Just as usual, we start off with the nmap scan. Yep, and then we do the SV, which we forgot last time. Nmap SVSC. So service version and service. I don't know what SC does, I forgot. There are 3 ports open at 21, 2280. Okay. Since we do not have the credentials for SSH service, we start off with enumeration of the port 21. Maybe we should specify the port actually in our SQL map. Didn't think about that. Maybe it's trying to access a port we don't have. FTP, target IP, so we did all this. We see we can go through anonymous. Please specify the password. Anon123. Login successful. Oh, how do we get Anon? I think it's just anonymous123. It doesn't. There's no password for it. We got in through without a password. Dir. Then we see the directory. We see that there's a backup zip. We downloaded it locally using the get. All right, I didn't use get, but yeah, cool. And then we exited. I like this music. ls backup.zip. We unzip it, and that's asking us for a password. Ultimately, we was asking for a password. We tried a couple of basic words to live for. Was there no luck in it? Okay, we'll have to somehow crack the password. The tool we will use for this task is John the Ripper. John the Ripper is a free password cracking software. Originally developed for the Unix operation system, it can run on 15 different platforms, 11 which are architecture-specific versions of Unix, DOS, Win12, BOS, and OpenVMS. It is amongst most... today we're struggling with speaking. It is amongst the most frequently used password testing and breaking programs, as it combines a number of password crackers into one package, auto-detects password hashes types, and includes a customizable cracker. It can run against various encrypted password formats, including several crypt password hashes types most commonly found on various Unix versions, based on DES, MD5, or Blowfish, Kerberos AEFS, and Windows NT 2000 XP 2003 LMX hash. Additionally, modules have extended its ability to include MD4-based passwords, hashes, and passwords stored in LDAP, MySQL, and others. Okay, cool. John the Ripper comms pre-install with Power, Parrot OS, and Kali Linux. However, if you don't have it, you can install it from the repository. Okay. So we had it. We had it. We tried John the Ripper, but it's just John. Sudo apt auto remove to remove all of them. Following, okay. Sudo apt install John. John help, nice. So these are different options. What the curve? Most zip, okay. Hashes. Yeah, we got the hash. We got the hash, and then we save the hashes. Wait, what is happening here? John, and then we specified a word list, okay. And for us, it wasn't hashes.txt, it was just a hash.txt. Cat hashes. I don't know why they call it hashes, because there's only one hash, no? So it will load the word list. It will do a brute force attack against the hash stored in the file hashes. Once the password is cracked, we will use the show option to display the cracked password. So show hashes, it shows this. And this is the password. This is the password to the admin. You can see the cracked password. We shred the files now. Yup. And within hashes, we'll now read the index.php file first. And then we see inside that there's a password that corresponds to the hash. Yup. If the password seems hash, we'll try to identify. Okay, so we did that. Hash ID, analyzing. Provided a huge list of possible hashes. However, we'll go to MD5 first. Yeah, it says here that it was MD5. I don't know, bros. The password seems hash. We'll try to identify the hash type and crack it with the hash cat. So we can also add hash ID to find out the ID type. Maybe we can put this in our notes. John the Ripper. We can get a hash ID hash to get the hash type. Okay, so it could be MD2, MD5, double MD5. Could be Skype. Wow, there's so many types of encryption, of hashing. It provides a huge list of possible hashes. However, we'll go into MD5 first. We put the correct hash and then crack a hash. Okay. Echo this into hash. Yeah, we did the same thing actually. Hash cat A0 M0 hash user share word list rocku.txt. I don't know if we did 0 and all, but we got it. A is 0, M is 0 hash. Yeah, we got it with the help of our buddy Shy Hat. Open CL API. LLVM device 1. Minimum password length kernel. What's this? Okay. Yeah, we don't need to know this. Attention. Pure unoptimized backend kernel selected. Using pure kernels enables cracking longer passwords, but for a price of a drastically reduced performance. If you want to switch to optimized backend kernels, append 0 to your command line. Host memory required for this attack, 64 MB. Okay, that's all good. Dictionary cache hit, rocku, password files, bytes, key space. and then it finds it. QWERTY 789 session hashcat status cracked. Wow, that's really cool. I like how dramatic all this is. Hash time took 1 second in 2021. So yeah, we can get into the catalog. So now why the fudge do we need to get SQL perm stuff? So database has nothing special in it. However, it has a catalog which might be connected with a database. Let's create any query. Oh, I think we weren't necessarily doing... By checking the URL, we can see that there's a variable search which is responsible for searching through the catalog. We could test it and see if it's SQL injectable, but instead of doing it manually, we'll use the tool called SQL map. Okay, folks, so I think the answer to this is that maybe you can search Ford, just because it's car is focused. Yeah, maybe we should explore it a little bit more here into this. Oi! We almost died. Just kidding. All right, so we can't do this, but maybe dashboard.php. I just see a little bit more here. Whoops. No, don't tell us. SQL Map is an open source tool and penetration testing to detect and exploit SQL injection flaws. SQL Map automated detecting and exploit SQL injection. SQL injection attack can take control of a database that utilizes SQL. Okay. So, folks, we're back in the dark. How do we do this? I think my take is that previously we were using this, and it's probably not enough. It's probably not enough. We need to find out how to, we need to give it more information once it logs in about where it needs to go. And so maybe we need, all right, so first of all, my first guess is that we're gonna need to give this dashboard PHP search. And if this doesn't work, we will, first of all, we'll cry, as we always do. And then after that, we'll try to see if there's a need for us to log in. Testing connection to the URL. Because I don't know if it's going to be able to do it. Dashboard PHP. Alright, still timed out, so it's probably not good. We're probably not in the right place. So what do we do here, folks? So proxy, curl, and stuff like this. What do we do? I think we have to check ourselves. Maybe we can do man SQL map. Cool, there's a few things. Help, version verbose, URL, vuln.php ID is equal to 1. That's funny, ChatGPT was telling us the same thing. Target URL is this. How do I specify cookie? Data string to be sent through post. ID is equal to 1. Proxy Tor, use Tor anonymity network. Holy moly, we can do that? What the hell? This is such a complete tool. Isn't it scary that we just have tools like this for free? Don't bad guys use this all the time? OS shell, prompt for an interactive open session shell. Okay, cool. No wizard. Is that it? Folks, it seemed too easy. Check Tor to see if Tor is currently used properly. Cookie data, string to be sent through post. Google Dork. I don't know how to do it, so I'll ask ChatGPT. The SQL map needs to be done after a sign in has been completed. How can I give SQL map access? I think I have an idea. It might be through cookies. Access to the post login environment. I think there might be cookies in there that could be interesting. Let's just try this. Whoopsies. Alright, inspect. Memory or storage? Storage. So maybe I can save these as cookies, and then I can give them to this person. I think we might have an idea of this. So cookies. Maybe you can just do cookie. PHS and ID. Okay, let's do it with cookie then. Alright, can I save this cookie somehow? Alright, I'm gonna make this large screen. And how do I copy this? Double fudge? Add item. Delete all session cookies? No. Delete all session cookies? No. Sorry. No. Let's see. Same site, copy. I'm pretty sure that's the answer, huh? But I don't really know how to copy this. Created. ChatGPT can do it for us. That feels silly. Why can't we just copy a cookie? Delete all cookie sessions. It's all about delete here. If I just press Control C, it won't work, right? No. I don't want to see. Okay, so just copied this part. Didn't copy the whole thing. Alright, I'll just screenshot it and then ask ChatGPT to. Can I screenshot here? Screen shot. Nice. Alright, capture the mouse pointer? Sure. Alright, so we're gonna get a new one. We didn't read. Alright, Control V. Oh man, we have to inject the thing. Know where screenshots are saved. Pictures. Lock template. Screenshot here. Where screenshot save? Recent. Black template. Penguins. Always lovely penguins. No desktop. No documents. No music. No pictures. No videos. No. Computer? No. Alright, let's see. Let's go some screenshots again and see where they're saved by default. Whoopsies. SEREN shot. Select a region, capture the map pointer, help. You'll be directed to document website. Okay, maybe that's a bit too much. They're saved here. Command actions. Capture the mouse pointer, delay before capturing the entire screen. I kind of want to see where that's saved though. I thought it'd be easier. Preferences. Is this where it's saved? No, probably not. Kelly screenshot downloads. Where the fuck is our screenshot at? Oh, hey MC, double click it. You didn't think auto saves. Don't think it auto saves. Ah, okay. Hey MC, good seeing you. All right, screenshot. Okay, yeah, you're right. Copy to the clipboard. Okay. Thank you, MC. Transcribe. Transcribe. And then we'll put this into a file. And then we'll use it for the cookie session. Sounds pretty good, no? Alright, so Q. We'll echo this. Oopsies. I don't like this. Control C. We'll do echo. Why is there 3 things at the end? There shouldn't be. I copied everything, including that earlier. Alright, and let's end this here. I hope it won't bug out. I think it might, huh? But let's see. We put this into... I think it will, huh? Into cookies. Cookies.txt. Oh, can we put it download? CD downloads. ls, so cookies should be here. Okay, cat cookies.txt. Okay, actually worked. Right, none, false. All right, let's see it. So instead of using this, for SQL map, we'll use cookies. Or is it cookie or cookies? I think we need to use help again. SQL map. Cookies or cookie or no, help. I think we could have guessed based on which one turned blue actually. Because when it turns, no, actually not. I don't think it works like that. So cookie, it's a cookie. See if there's a difference. SQL map. Cookie. You see if that doesn't change if there's an S or not. So that means that we had to look. Cookie. Now we're going to refer that one. We're in download, so it should be cookies.txt. Will this work? Will this be enough? No, it doesn't have a URL here. Well, it does have a domain. Missing a mandatory option. Wizard shell update. Okay, so it is OS shell. No, you don't like that? Okay. Let's give you a hyperlink then. URL should be this. Wow, shoot. Sorry about that. URL should be transcription of data, admin dashboard. Yeah, should be something like that, I guess. U is this PHP. Man, still struggling. I think we're so close, folks. So freaking close. We'll just take a quick nap. Oh, okay. Yep. Connection to the upgrade refused. Okay, so folks, fudge it. We're gonna move a bit to the answer stuff. Let's just make it smaller so our eyes don't burn. Maybe there's a way to turn PDFs. Maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a way for PDFs not to burn our eyes. Because we do need PDFs in this. We've used them a couple of times. Alright, so by checking URL we can see that the variable search which is responsible for following through the catalog. We could test it to see if it is SQL injectable, but instead of doing it manually, we'll use a tool called SQL map. It's going to put Tor source using penetration testing to detect and exploit SQL injection flaws. SQL map automates the process of detecting and exploiting SQL injection. SQL injection attacks can take control of database that utilize SQL. The SQL map comes pre-installed with parent OS, however, repository if you don't have it. Okay, we had SQL map, it's all good. We will provide the URL and the cookie. There we go, we had it right. The cookie to the SQL map in order to find vulnerability. The reason why we have to provide a cookie is because of authentication. Boom. To grab the cookie, we can intercept any request in the Burp suite and get it from there. However, you can install a great extension for your browser called Cookie Editor. Okay. So we could do that. But, oh, okay. So all we needed was that. Ay. I want to try using the file that we made, because I think, well, in the file that we made, what was there? So we had the PHP session ID, which is great. We had different things. Okay, host only, true, false, path, this one. Site home, okay. Maybe we didn't need to have the full length of the cookie. But I don't know if I think the system should be fine without it. The system should be fine without it. Alright, so let's go into it. We press Ctrl C. Poczekaj. See you, dummy. Cool. Alright. So we have the session ID. Okay. So we're gonna redo the map. The link I think changes a little bit. It's dashboard.php, but it needs a little bit more. Man, we're so close. Maybe, hold on, we just try to do the same thing, but this time instead of typing cookies.txt, we type, not cookies.txt, we type the actual session ID. And our session ID, hold on, cookie, we'll just run this, and then we'll control C, so we can have the history of it. And now we can cat cookie dot, I press cookies, that's one cookie. So now maybe we can specify the cookie. This way we can know whether the cookie was the issue or not. Okay, we need to add some to not screw up the whole text. Quotation marks. Now I wonder why it went below. Okay, you shall, OS shall. It says cookie equals. Okay, maybe there's a syntax error again, because here in the write-ups they say equals, cookie equals. So maybe there's an issue here. Yeah. I don't know, it responds the same way. You got a 302 to redirect, yes. See, it worked previously, yeah? MC. I know you told me equal, but it said the same thing. Got a 3 redirected, do you want to follow? And I said user quit. So probably was fine without the equal. He said yes. Now it's working, maybe. Testing if it's stable. So yeah, we definitely needed to specify a cookie. When we do a cookie, it's alright, let's see. I can press enter by forgetting default. So I wonder why it says search any plus query. Is it because legal disclaimer as for tagging targets without prior mutual consent is illegal? That's where they tested for SQL in the search field. That's where they tested for SQL. Okay, so it's an indication. No parameters found for testing the provided data. Get parameters ID. Okay, so let's get onto the site and see what it looks like again. So whenever we're here, we can, it says search for something. We should include this. No, is this what they're search for something? Copy. So it's going to do it through the URL basically. Search equals forward. They're going to try different things here. All right. So SQL is this dashboard.php. Let's see, search equals. Kind of want to challenge it. Ooh, maybe we need to put it in between quotation marks. No, watch your eyes. Okay, let's make this smaller before we do this. Oh no, it's already small. Target IP dashboard.php. Okay, any query. Yes, we do need to put this between. Took it. Whoopsies. Don't tell us the answer. All right, we want to put this in between something. Okay, search equals something. Is this gonna work? Maybe we were... I don't know, you could just press enter to get the default answer. Equals to something. I wonder if it, like, any plus query is something that's required. I think something might be a little bit confusing. Maybe SQL map gets triggered by query search plus something. That's where they tested for SQL in the search field. Okay. Give parameters search. Does not appear to be dynamic. Uh-huh. So it should be any plus query, I think. Okay. There's definitely something wrong here. And I think it might be because search is equal to something when it should be something like any plus query. Let's see if it changes something. Alright, we should have to press yes at one point. Let SQL map run, it may take a while. Yeah, I figure. Browse the site and try manual also. I have no idea how to do manual. I don't know, I have no idea what we're doing, to be honest. Like, what do we need to do in SQL map? I mean, I know it's gonna try to get us a... It's gonna try to get us a shell, but the how and the why is completely unknown to me. That's how the field... That's how the find the fields to narrow SQL map down. Read the start of the walkthrough. Is the start or the start of this question? Okay, let's see here. By searching, we can see there's a variable search, which is responsible for searching through the catalog. We could test it to see if it is SQL injectable, but instead of doing it manually, we'll use a tool called SQL map. SQL map is an open source tool used in penetration testing to detect and exploit SQL injection flaws. SQL map automates the process of detecting and exploiting SQL injection. The one to follow? Yes, please. So look on the website and find that search. Well, we did, no? They skipped the manual, but just tossed the field at SQL map. I wonder why it's still browsing. What happened? Did our section become inactive? Or are we trying to have two sessions at once? Is this what's happening? I think this might be what's happening. Us and this computer were requesting twice. Yeah, it won't even let us log in anymore. I think this is telling critical timeout due to target USL. Maybe we should close this. Let's keep reading a bit of walkthrough. They skipped in the manual, but just tossed the SQL, the field at SQL map. Yeah, it's things what happened. Test shows that get parameter search might not be injectable. Okay. Cookie editor. Knowing that, here's how SQL map syntax should look. So it should point to this, query is equals to any, query plus query, any plus query. Okay, this is what we have. We ran SQL map. There will be questions for the tool to ask you yes by pressing or enter default. Okay, that's retrying the requests. So what do they get here? Testing connection to the target URL. Check if the target is protected by some kind of WAF. Or IPS. Warning, get parameter search does not appear to be dynamic. Interesting. Heuristic basic test shows that get parameter search might be injectable. Ooh. I get not injectable. Time-based comparison requires larger statistical model. The fuck? Get parameter search appears to be a Postgres SQL over 0.1 stacked queries. Comment injectable. Latest Progress 8.1 and the time-based blind. SQL identified the following injection points with a total of 34 HTTPS requests. SearchGate Boolean-based blind. Title Postgres SQL and Boolean-based blind. Where or having clause cast. Wow, I have no clue what this means. The search any query and select case when this then null else cast character 160 116 pipe character 81 pipe character 81 pipe as numeric and is null. TLQ type error based, type Postgres LUL and error based where or having clause, payload search. Wow. Out of this output, the thing that is important for us is the following. Get parameter search is vulnerable. Do you want to keep testing the others, if any? Which is everything we know. We need to run the SQL once more. We're going to provide the OS shell flag where we are before command injection. So they're going to do the same thing, but this time OS shell. MC, do you think this is a classic thing where we didn't put things in the right order? It's taking a while now. It's been 7 minutes, almost. Normally it would fail if order, but not 100%. Is the box dead? Don't think so. Maybe actually, because we can't even connect it with the... Oopsie, active. Online. Reset machine, but we can't even connect to it. No, something's happening here. I think we can stop. It's been retrying for a little bit and not reaching anything. Maybe I should like restart the box. Not sure. Something's weird about this though. Yeah, I think it died. Agreed. Yes. Control C. So let's reset it. Reset machine. Machine is being reset. Ooh hoo hoo. Folks, we have to end the stream maybe a little bit early. We'll see how it works. Just so I got to get to work today. Bit of stuff to do. Go into the office and all. Nice. Alright, it's now this one. So let's rerun what we did. Oh, maybe we need a new session ID. Yeah, for sure we need one. We need a session ID. I think the password will be the same. Let's get the password from Hack the Box because we already cracked it. What is the password? Is this one? The CSS didn't even finish. That we already typed in the login. Come on, Megacorp. Nice. So we got this. Now we inspect. And we get our cookie, our sweet, sweet cookie. Storage. Here we copy our session ID. I think this works. Control C just works. Huh? What the fuck happened? We pasted in the wrong place. Hold on, what was this? What was the IP? 63. Cool, this. Now we can delete this. Press Control Shift and V. Nice. A little bit too many. Alright, let's try it. New machine. Just double click on the value. Okay, maybe we could have done this something faster. Alright, enter. Pretty damn close now to the end of this one. What program can progress user run as root using sudo ls or something? 2. Oh. Sudo ls or something? Oh man, testing of the SQL is stable. We're gonna check again the write-ups here. It's not very stable and interactive. To make it much more stable, we use the following path. Payload bash C, bash I into and this does the background. What does this do? Bash C, bash I. What does bash C do? Bash help. Okay, so it doesn't want it to. Okay, bash C help set. What does C do? Bash C help. Wait, you just told me to do that, no? Help set. Wait, you just told me to do that. Oh, there's a space. Right, if I want more help, I need to do type bash C help set for more information about shell options. There we go, that's what I'm looking into. Help set. No, it said buck. Buck. Alright, cool. What does C do? It's funny because we just used it. A, B. Okay, we're not gonna get C then. Okay, let's just do man bash. C. If C option is present, then commands are read from the first non-option argument command string. If there are arguments after the command string, the first argument is considered to be 0. And a remaining argument, okay. I don't really get what C does. So basically this bash runs a bash. What does I do? I option is present, the shell is interactive, okay. And it moves this into the background, dev.tcp your IP 43. Wow. When you think about it, there's so many things that move onto the background. Like, does this mean that every time there's a background? Remember, we use a tool like, what is this shell or something? It was very useful. Should find it again. What is this shell? How's our regular terminal doing? Timed out. God damn it. What is this shell? I love shelling. No, what this shell or something is called. Reverse shell, hack tricks, hack the box, ChatGPT, tutor AI. What is this shell? Shellidentification.org. Doesn't seem to be it. I don't remember being called like that. Ah, what is this shell? Linux. Confusion with shell Linux. SH is not your shell. Okay. Huh. So folks, we're gonna have to leave it here for today. It's a little bit of a shorter stream, I know. Tomorrow we'll come back and destroy the fuck out of this. we are not gonna be destroyed by a vaccine. So yeah, we're gonna leave it here. What program can the seed progress user do? We're so close. We're so close. Just need to figure out how it works, and then we'll probably do unfind, unified. God, what is it unified about? First 4 open ports. This will be very fast. What is the title of the software that is running on port 8483? Okay, should be all good. Then map. What is the version of software that is running? SV. What is a CVE ident? Oh, whoa. Folks, we're gonna do our first our first, I think, command exploit, no? If there's a CVE. What is the protocol does GINDI leverage the injection? What port do we need? What port is MongoDB service running on? What default database for unified application? What is the function we need to emulate users within the... Oh my god. Sounds exciting. What's the password for the user? Okay, this one's gonna be long. I think we're gonna be at this one for a while. Wait, does it say time? Cool, folks. So this was it for today. Thank you very much for hanging around. MC, thank you for chatting with me. It was lovely having you. Very helpful too. I hope you've been good since last time we saw each other, I think last week. And yeah, folks, I'll catch you tomorrow in a little under 20, a little bit over 22 hours. Yeah, at 5. We can do a little bit of a longer stream tomorrow. Thanks, MC. Thanks everyone for coming around, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.